Hello everybody, I'm Bateswolf and welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls You Say I Play. That's right, I'm waving you in here. We will be taking on the Capra Demon, and I took the courtesy to actually clear the area before we actually go to the boss there, due to the fact that I know we were running through it quite a few times last episode, so hopefully we're a little bit more successful this time. And without further ado, let's get to it. Let's go. The question is, am I cheating here if I wipe out the dogs with the club and then switch to the broken sword? Maybe that is cheating. You know what? Hopefully you guys don't mind. Let's just cut me some slack, guys. Just cut me some slack, you know? Let's go, let's go. Okay, my dodging is off right from the get-go. Oh god, he's up here too. And the dogs are there. And I'm dead. Yep, as quick as that, boys and girls. We're dead within a minute into the episode. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I was hoping it would be kind of cinematic. We start off the new episode there and get right to the boss, you know, get to it. We start in front of the gate, right? And, we are already taking punishment and dying. There's probably going to be a bit of that, let's be honest. Let's be honest right now. But nevertheless, we're back at it, and I'm looking forward to be, you know, playing some more Dark Souls 1, because the last two episodes are recorded were actually Dark Souls 3. And sorry for the janky audio on the last Dark Souls 3 episode. I know I've spoken to a couple of you guys in the comments. In fact, I'm recording this just after replying to a couple of you, and don't worry, the feedback has been, you know, good. It is always really good to know about that stuff, and I've actually sorted it now. So let me just lower my seat a little bit here. I've always got that issue of banging my thumbs on the underside of my desk when I'm on the, you know, joysticks. But yeah, those should now be fixed. It certainly will be in this episode, because I've tested out the microphone on various audio softwares, for example Audacity being one of them. And I found out the issue was due to the fact that because my mic runs through an audio interface, there's a couple of different channels that, you know, the microphone audio should be recorded in, and it was only picking up one of them, and that will have been the left ear that you guys were talking about. Nevertheless, I have tested it now, and both audio channels do record, so it you know, lapses into one, so you actually get my voice in both ears. So, yeah, sorry about that, but like I said, will no longer be an issue. And yeah, hopefully that's you know, pretty clear now with my hopefully crystal clear voice. I mean, I did record just a little segment before this, just, you know, clearing out a couple of the dogs and whatnot, just so I could hear, to make sure it was actually you know, correct and working. And it does seem like it is, so hopefully you guys can tell the improvement there in the audio. God damn, I hate the freaking dogs in this game. What the fuck is this? Like, pardon my language, but come on. You've got to get frustrated when this stuff's going on, right? However, I will say, as I did mention to, once again, a couple of you guys in the comments, I'm still, before we get into discussing the episode here, you know, I'll take the time to, you know, narrate a little bit more about this audio issue. Unfortunately, the next episode of Dark Souls 3 that goes up will still have the same left ear problem, due to the fact that... Oh, that was way too early. Due to the fact that I recorded it directly after the previous one. So, of course, I wasn't aware of the issue then. However, you know, beyond that point, like I said to you guys, it will then be fixed. So, don't worry about that. Jesus, I actually can't play this game. I'm so bad sometimes. I'm gonna die again here. I'm sorry, guys. You just gotta stick it with me. I don't claim to be a pro or anything. It's just that, man, I get my ass handed to me when going back to Dark Souls 1 sometimes. I don't know why. I mean, it's famed for being a tough game, but I guess someone with my kind of experience on the game shouldn't be struggling as much as he is. But, yeah, hopefully you guys understand that there, the issue with the audio. And, beyond that point, we'll be all good to go. So, after the next episode of Dark Souls 3, that will also have the decent sound quality, so you guys don't need to worry about it. And neither do I, for that matter. But nevertheless, that's that. It's fixed now, and moving on. I'm being way too passive with the way I'm playing this game right now. We'll actually get talking about the episode now. So we're getting into it. We're trying to play, or at least kill the Capra Demon with just our broken sword. And with the skill level that I'm showing right now, it's looking pretty unlikely, to be honest. And I do have to say, I never really meant for this freaking playthrough to turn into some sort of challenge run, but it kind of has now with some of the suggestions that I'm getting, but we'll see what we can do with them as we go along anyway. I mean, if it gets too frustrating, I've done plenty of challenge runs off camera, and in fact on stream a couple of times too, like bow only a couple of times and stuff like that. I find those to be really fun, and, you know, not too hard actually. Bow only is pretty easy from what I experienced, but... And I've done soul level 1 playthroughs off camera and whatnot, stuff like that, but I kind of feel like I've somewhat reached the end as far as my challenge playthroughs go. I don't really find them too interesting anymore because I've done so much of it in the past, but yeah, depending on how the comments go, we'll see what's up. God, the parry. Thankfully, this guy's like his friend upstairs there. He actually gets the parry off, but doesn't get the riposte. Jesus. I know. I'm gonna make excuses here. I'll be real with you. Number one, I'm not used to using the club. It's very rare that I actually do use this. This item, or this weapon, I could say. So I'm not too used to that. And as well as that, I kind of feel like as controllers have progressed, I feel like the 360 controller is dog awful. But for whatever reason, my DualShock 4 doesn't work on Dark Souls 1, even when I'm using the DS. DS4 Windows. However, I feel much more comfortable playing Dark Souls 3 because that's actually with the PS4 controller and not the 360. And it feels much more... How do I say it? It just seems to fit the bill better for me. I know everyone's got their own taste. I'm not just bagging on the 360 controller. People will like it, people will not. Everyone's got their own taste, and the DualShock 4 just feels like the best controller overall for me. But nevertheless, we're making do with the the 360 here. Because it just works on the PC, you know, without doing anything to it. And I guess that's because they're both made by Windows, right? But nevertheless, I guess that's a different topic. But yeah, that's the issue there. But I will try and zone in a little bit here because we do want to at least progress with this playthrough a little bit at some point. And, ooh, nearly. And, you know, continue the playthrough and beat some more bosses, right? Right. I hope you guys are, you know, unanimous there on agreeing with me. Unless you just want me to suffer, in which case, there's been a good bit of that last episode and also at the start of this one. Though we are doing much better, you know, killing these guys off than whatchamacallit, we did at the start of the episode and the previous one. Come on. Whoa, what am I even being hit by there? Was he hitting me through the door or something? That was messed up. I mean, it's easy to say it's messed up, but I'm fine doing it myself, right? That's always the way it goes. Ooh, how about that? Double parry. You heard it. You heard them both go off. You saw it. Yeah, we're turning into parry lord right now. Whenever you want the game to be easy, just parry everything in sight, right? That's all you need to do. I should do it more often and just abuse the system, but I know some people don't like it when you parry all the time. You know, they want that raw fighting footage like that. You block, you roll, you move, you know, then strike. But you get the idea. I know, interestingly enough, I've actually been, and I do have a thumbnail ready for what I'm about to say, and I hope you guys are hype when I do tell you about it. You know what, let's do the boss first, and maybe I'll share this kind of secret with you about something that I might do on the channel at some point as well. Let's kill the boss first. Let's go. I hope you guys are giddy for it. God, my rolling is off with a Capra. Oh, God. Jesus. Come on, dogs, get up the stairs before him, please. Oh, come on. I'm going to switch out this god-awful weapon after this, I swear, I promise you. Yeah, this club's getting ditched for a longsword or something. The longsword is just key. It's king. For something like a club, I mean, I get the animation, right? I do get it, the way that you'd normally swing a club, but it seems so slow and, you know, there's no delicateness to it and precision, so to speak. I mean, there is, but when you consider the moveset of the longsword, which has got one of the best varied, precise movesets in the game, I feel like it kind of shits on the club. Nevertheless, I might as well share the idea. That's all I was saying. And it's for another playthrough. Won't be starting it yet, of course, because we've got, you know, we've got this Dark Souls 1 playthrough going and also the Dark Souls 3 one, so I don't really want to toss and turn, you know, 3 different playthroughs all at the same time, you know? But, whoops. Yeah, I get it, game. But I have recently been playing Demon's Souls on stream, and despite it only being playable on PS3, it's a PS3 game, that is what it is. I've got it working on PC with 1080p 60 FPS, like the game runs at 1080p 60 FPS. Now I know, you know, you might question emulators and things like that, but the game looks really good. It is perfect. And it plays exactly how the original does. And considering I've bought the game numerous times for PlayStation, yeah, that's right, I've bought that game more than once. I feel totally fine, you know, getting a download for the PC because I've contributed to the company and the development of the game, so to speak, financially. You know, I've bought it legitimately twice, so you get the idea. I'm not one of those guys who's, you know, never bought it and just downloaded the emulator and whatnot. So, yeah, that's that. And moving on from that, getting to the actual point here. You guys know I like to ramble by now anyway. You understand what I'm like. But, I do have a thumbnail ready, and in fact I've had it ready for years, and I was originally intending to play it on PS3, but considering you can now do it on PC, I'll probably do a Demon's Souls playthrough on PC at some point if you guys want to. If you guys would like that, you know, feel free to let me know. If you've never played it, let me know as well and whatnot, because I do believe it's definitely, in fact, it's in my top 3 games of all time. So, I actually prefer it to all the other Souls games apart from this one. There's something just feels right about it, and like I've said when I've been streaming it, twitch.tv/BetaWolfLP, by the way. And if you're looking for the link, it'll be in the description. But like I said, as I've been playing it live over there, I have said to, oh Jesus, really? I have mentioned that maybe it's bias, you know, the nostalgia bias. That's making me say that, but something does truly feel kind of special about it when compared to, you know, some of the other games. So I really do enjoy Demon's Souls. It really is well and truly up there as far as my favourites go. I mean, once again, that's just going to be something else everyone has a different opinion on. Maybe there's people that never played it because it was only on PS3 and whatnot, but and got into the Souls games a little later than those of us that started on Demon's Souls. But, you know, let me know if you'd like to see it anyway. I feel like it'd be a fun time. Alright, get ready to switch out the club, then you'll see what I'm truly capable of with the longsword. Have we even got it? I hope we've got it. Please tell me we've got it. We don't have it. Man, I'll use anything other than the... I'll use anything other than the club right now. I absolutely despise it. Bandit's knife. Maybe I should just use that, though. I'm probably not going to have the dex for it. I don't remember the exact stat. Yeah, you can't parry that, can you? You can't parry him a foot. There we go, anyway. There we go. I can't even remember where you get the longsword in this game. I'm just used to starting with it, that's why. Yeah, damn. Anyway, let's take a look at the bandit knife. We can actually use it. We can actually use it. Right? Oh, I was... Yeah, I'm dumb. I'm a little slow today, guys. I feel a bit different. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm rambling. Either way, let's go. Let's see what we've got here on the bandit knife. 6 strength, 12 dex, so we actually can use it. Just about. The damage kind of perils in comparison to the club right now, but to be honest, I think I just want to, you know, go with that instead. To be totally honest with you. I guess that'll actually allow us to put on some pants, maybe? One would hope. We actually can. That's great. We got pants now, guys. Better. Worth the trade-off, right? Worth the trade-off. Oh, the damage is so bad, though. I kind of don't want to use it now. At least you get the insane damage from the... What do you call it? Riposte there and backstabs and whatnot. The critical hits on all the dagger type weapons are considerably more than, say, that of a regular weapon, so to speak. Nevertheless, you know, we are actually just going to switch back to the club here due to the damage. And you know what? We will, you know, switch things up after this boss as far as that goes. I know I said that last time, but we truly will. Maybe we'll even go elsewhere and do one of the other suggestions instead of Capra Demon. I feel like it might be easier, even though it's one of the much lighter bosses in the game, so to speak. Okay, last dog here, let's go. Speaking of Dark Souls 3 as well, I am actually really enjoying that playthrough. It's going incredibly well. I like to, I like the way it plays. It feels much different, though, I'm not going to lie. Like, you really, truly realise when you switch between the games how different they actually feel in terms of the way they play, too. So I do feel like that's quite interesting. Anyway, come on. This is it now. We've got to do it. We've got to do it. I can't keep you guys waiting forever. Oh, no. Don't do it, dog. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you not to do it. I can't even attack. It's not even letting me attack. There's no opportunity. Yes? Yes, though? Okay. Okay, this is our shot. This is our chance. The dogs are the hardest part. Until I see the insane damage that we're going to be putting out. 2 damage? I might as well fist the guy. And not in a, you know... Don't take that out of context. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Stop your dirty minds from acting up on us. I might as well hit him, though, is what I'm trying to say here. Oh my god, the damage is so bad. It's so low. At least we're giving it a go, though, right? Oh my god. Let's do it. God, the trees. Get out the way. This is why I like playing unlocked, by the way. Oops. Playing unlocked just allows you to, you know, avoid a lot of that stuff, I feel like. Ah. I'm going to have to try and get a plunge in him or something like that, I feel like. Please fall down. Don't walk up to us. No! If we can bait him down, though, and then he's got to fall. Yeah, let's see what a plunging attack does. 6. A solid 6 from the plunging attack. Boys and girls. No Estus now. Yeah. I don't think we're going to be able to do that, guys, I'll be honest with you. Looking at the amount of hits we got on him there and how much of his HP bar got taken down, oof, we are in trouble. Okay, I feel like it's high time It's high time to go and see Andre again. I feel like we've got to go and see him. I need... In fact, I need souls as well. So this episode, we're probably just going to be... you know what, let's unlock the shortcut to Firelink while we're here as well. What rings have I got? I'm not even using any rings right now either. Lordran. Yeah, you know what, let's go see Lordran. Let's see Lordran, and let's also go and see Andre. We'll get the Fat Ring from Lordran. Maybe kill Havel as well. We did take the Master Key on this one, right? I'm pretty sure we did for the sake of the style of playthrough that we're doing. So, let's do that. In fact, Havel's probably easier to go to right now as well, so we'll head down this way. We'll take some fire damage there, but not an issue. Let's keep going. Alright, and we're through. Whoop, slide on down there. But yeah, for real, let me know about the Demon Souls playthrough. I'm quite intrigued as to what you guys may say about that. Okay, of course we... Wait. I know, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. You meant to go up, past Taurus, and then down. From our position, at least. Otherwise, it'll be the reverse of what I've just said, but you get the idea. But yeah, I'm intrigued as to what you guys say about that. Like I said, I'm playing it on stream at the minute. It's a lot of fun because I've actually not been playing it since a couple of years. And that's crazy. The game that started it all, right? And I'm wondering how many of you guys have actually played it. Something just feels so pure and, you know, simple about it, yet there's a lot of deep stuff to it at the same time, and it's extremely, you know, interesting. Of course, you can argue it's not as mechanically good as this game or the later games, but... and you've got a point to make there. Because, of course, it was the first game, they were just starting off. The whole Souls idea with that one. And, of course, when Demon Souls got good feedback. Then again, not amazing feedback. It wasn't, you know, something like Dark Souls or anything like that. But once it did okay, and then they started the, you know, project of Dark Souls, it just blew up totally, right? So... You know, I feel like it'd be good to showcase the original a little bit. Okay, down we go to Havel. I will probably just BS the guy with the bandit's knife. I mean, you can parry him as well, of course, but he's probably going to one-shot us if we do that, so I've got to be a little bit careful with it. Don't want to be fighting him on the stairs either. 12 damage. Whoa. Yeah, he is one big tanky boy. I went for it. I went for it. Stop circling me. Stop circling me. That's my job. Here's a question for you as well, and I've not done this in literally years. It was so much fun doing it though. You ever got Havel's shield, then gone to the depths, and you know, put on real, like, this is when I used to do various you know, PvP builds and you know, fun characters and stuff like that, and do PvP in stranger areas than what would usually be considered, you know, standard. For example, I'd get Havel's shield, Havel's or Giant's armor, and sit and wait for people to invade my world in the depths. And you know the depths bonfire? You've got that really small corridor that leads to the bonfire. I'd stand in there. There's no room for them to get past you, and I'd just use Havel's shield and then just block and just see how long it took them before they get. I'd throw dung pies at them and to you know, make them toxic, and then poison throwing knives to get them poisoned, and then the health bar would be dropping down, and I'd be throwing pyromancers and stuff, and I'd move the shield out the way so that they could think they can get past me. Again, right as they were trying to, you know, attack, and it was a really funny experience. If you can still get, I mean, that was when there was much more action on the, you know, online servers and whatnot than there is now, of course, because the game's 9 years old. We're in 2020, it came out in 2011, so that was always a blast to do for sure. Really fun stuff. So you guys ever done anything like that? Any interest in PvP? you know, stuff like that. You know, let me know in the comments. It's always interesting to hear that kind of stuff. And I've just remembered as well, I got the dragon. Another thing with that build, I got the dragon tail. You know, and when you two-hand it and you do the R2, you know, the strong attack, you would channel like a beam of damage down a certain path. And then, of course, there'd be no way for them to escape because I was sat in the middle of that tunnel and they'd be right up there, so there was no way for them to get out of the way of it. Things like that. It was just extremely fun and kind of... I mean, it probably frustrated the people I was playing against, but I found it an interesting take on PvP. You know, it'd mix things up than the usual forest invading and All Undead PvP and Ulysseal and stuff like that. Okay, we've nearly got Havel tightened up here. It's only taken us, guys. It's only taken us about, you know, 50 minutes. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. No, of course not. We're gonna finish him off here any moment. Pretty please. Yeah, and of course we'll finish it with a riposte there. Tidy him up. Give him the honour of facing the legendary riposte, or not. You've not got too much going there on the health bar, Havel. You know what, let's just see how much HP he's actually... I'm a weird guy when it comes to testing things out like this. I mean, most people won't really bother messing around with it, but... Here we go. We can't kill the Capra Demon with our broken sword, but we can kill Havel with our fists. That's 4 damage. Holy hell. I've got to see my own HP now as well. I've got to see it. I've got to. 1 HP! We're on 1 HP. Oh my god. Havel, no. 6 damage there we've dealt to him. I guess his health bar's a lot bigger, right? That's 8. 10. So he had 10 HP left. Wow. GG, there's Havel's ring. That's good stuff for us. We'll pop there. 1 HP dream. Oh my god. So I think we were full HP when we got hit by that. So that one club attack that hit us with dealt 697 damage. Oh my lord. Crazy as hell. Crazy as hell, right? This episode will basically be, like I've said, and it already is kind of that if you've not seen. It's basically us just not doing too much in particular. This episode we're just kind of farming souls a little bit here, progressing towards getting a couple of rings, things along those lines, you know, and working towards a different weapon because I've given up on the club. I'm sick of it. So hopefully you guys don't mind that. You know, it's a bit more of a casual episode, a bit more of a, you know, standard play and chat, you know, not too much in particular, but, you know, just standard Dark Souls gameplay, moving through the area, like I said, collecting souls and having a little bit of a simple discussion. We've still not killed this guy too, so we might as well do that, plus it souls to where we want them to be. As far as upgrading our gear goes and whatnot. Yeah. That's that. I hope you guys are, you know, content with a bit more of a different episode like this. You know, it's just fun to play and, you know, go with the flow sometimes. Do things in a simple fashion and just play. Just play. Just enjoy the game and chat. Whoop. There we go. And that's that. Okay, that's another backstab on him. We got him down to like a 2/3 HP. Another BS there, brilliant. When I was speaking about going to another boss as well, it's probably going to be Pinwheel because there's been a couple of Pinwheel suggestions since I mentioned that doing that exact thing. So you know what, maybe we'll go down and do him at this point in the game because, well, you can actually do it, and if you're looking to get through the catacombs kind of quick, I can show you. I mean, I guess it's not too obscure, but I can show you a bit of a quick way to do it if you're, you know, curious about it and, you know, you're not looking at clearing the whole thing, doing the regular path, you understand? So, I feel like that'd be good to showcase a little bit as well. Though most people probably understand it by now. It is pretty simple. Titanite chunk there as well, very nice for us. And where is Lordran? He's back at Firelink. I feel like this way No, this way's not going to be quicker, but I just want to avoid the enemies right now. I mean, it's funny, we could even go to the Hydra right now and everything like that. Valley of Drakes and then up through to Anor Londo. Or New Londo, I should say. And, you know, before you go through there, you can just turn left and go through the back door of Blighttown. You don't actually need to access the depths. For example, the Gaping Dragon. I don't know if I've said this on this playthrough before, but the Gaping Dragon's an optional boss. You don't need to do it at all. So I feel like that's kind of interesting. You know, a bit of info there if you weren't too sure about that, if you didn't know about that. There you go. You can just go right down to Quelaag. Alright, let's rest here. We've not got our teleportation capabilities yet, because we've not got the Lord Vessel, of course, so we'll just have to keep running here. We'll get back to Firelink in just a moment. Okay. Gotta wait for this guy to... Yeah, there we go. That's the one. Just had to wait for that guy to stop blocking the bridge, otherwise, of course, there was going to be no way for us to get through there. Alrighty, let's go. Giant rat. I mean, not the original giant rat, right? He's down in the... Well, when you drop by the butcher. Okay, Firelink is here. And rest. Or maybe not, because we've got people chasing us. Help me out, Crestfallen. Help me out, would you? He doesn't care. He's just enjoying himself. I mean, we're even in matching armor now as well, so come on. At least give us a bit of a hand, right? Alright. I mean, I guess there's not really too much particular discussion here in terms of the gameplay that I can really give out, because we're not, like I said, going towards a particular boss or anything like that, or... You know, you get the idea, so we've just got to pretty much... You know, we got to create our own conversation sometimes, you know, folks. That's why I'm talking about other games, you know, a bit of discussion like that, and just random stuff in general. Which I feel can be refreshing sometimes, both for myself and maybe you guys too, hearing something different other than me talking about, I don't know, the lore of a game, or what we're doing against a boss, or what we plan to do, something like that. No, we've got Demon Souls talk. Gotta love it, right? And considering I've not had a particular weapon suggestion in the game that's, you know, tied to, you know, doing a boss in a certain way, I feel like I will probably go with a halberd. I'm just so used to it, and it's my favourite, so... One of my favourites in Demon Souls as well, for that matter. But I feel like the halberd will be a really nice one to have for the long run. I mean, that thing, you pick it up in Undead Parish, like we did, and, you know, you can go to the end of the game with that. As you can with most weapons, of course. Speaking of which, remember when the Drake Sword was hailed as, like, you know, in the early dark days when people were saying, oh, what's this? What's this special sword that people are talking about? Wait, you cut the tail off the Drake and you get a sword for it, and it can do this special attack that's AoE and it's powerful as hell. Remember all that? Man, those were the days, those discoveries, those times in the early days of Dark Souls were absolutely brilliant. Extremely good. God, those are fond times for sure. I really miss those. But I guess now that everybody pretty much knows everything, it's hard to kind of generate that kind of hype around something. Man. And that thing tailed off. That thing tailed off in terms of its... you know, when comparing it to other weapons, that thing really tailed off as you progress through the game. My goodness. Crazy. I wonder if Siegmeyer's out there yet. Yeah, he is. You can see him. You can see him hiding just behind that tree. Level up. I can only get 2 levels out of it. It's rough. That is rough. Alrighty. In that case, let's pop the club on. And I don't think I've done this yet. I mean, I've done it on other playthroughs, but not this one. Let's go and fight the Titanite Demon. I feel like instead of upgrading our gear, it's more important to, you know, just get the halberd right now, to be honest. Or be able to use it effectively. Not too bad. I was going to think he's... I can't remember two and whatnot, but Lightning Club actually ain't doing too bad for us here. So we'll just poke and poke this guy until we got him. We're actually not doing great damage on anything right now in terms of our setup, so it will be nice to actually get the halberd in action. Ooh. Third one's normally easy to avoid at least, which is good. Demon as well. What a weird design. What a strange design. I remember seeing these things for the first time, once again, talking about the early stages of Dark Souls and thinking, what in the world is that? How did they come up with that? Where's its head? What's it doing? What's the thing on its back? I mean, it kind of looks like a broken love heart there at the top. So you could look at the Titanite Demon being an extremely loving and endearing creature, right? Wrong. Come on, buddy. Ooh. As long as we avoid that, we're good. There we go, we got him. We've got to get a chunk of souls for him, right? Yeah, 2,000, that's not bad. And of course the Demon Titanite, which allows you to level up certain special weapons in the game. Important to note, if you were unsure. Still don't think that's going to quite get us there, though, so nevertheless, we will just come up here and, you know, bash a couple of the undead after we've leveled up. It's going to give us another slot. Strength. Then again, when you two-hand, that's going to be offset. So that may be enough for us in the end, actually, despite technically not having the stats to do it. But we can use it with both hands effectively, and that's just what we'll do. And look at that, the base damage there of the weapon already, 134, really nice stuff. Can we get any... Can we get any legs? Can we get some pants on again, please? We actually can. Beautiful. Can we get gauntlets, though? How about some gauntlets, some leather gloves? We can, guys. We're actually getting dressed. We're big boy right now. Big boy. Wait, we can still roll with that as well? My goodness, what does the club even weigh? Then again, I guess it's, you know, the benefit of taking off the shield helps there too. 3. Brilliant, there we go. Look at that. Classic knight action right now. Very nice.
Well, hello again. You seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
Yes. Or not. From you, though.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
True. And I think we're going to get more souls here from the, you know, plant guys rather than the regular undead. So we'll come this way and pick up a couple of those guys as well. I just love the halberd. I absolutely adore it. Beautiful, beautiful weapon. Both, you know, to look at and in terms of its functionality as well. Gorgeous. Just so perfect. Okay, we're only getting 100 souls for that. We can swing a right, though, and kill the Black Knight down here. Grab the crest shield while we're at it as well. Man, we are running all over Lordran right now to complete our mission, our goal. Darkroot Basin. We're doing it in such a strange fashion, too. We're not just running down one particular path, we're bouncing back and forth between everything. Ooh, no. Crystal Lizard. Never mind, we can come back for him. Speaking about that, in Demon Souls, if you miss the Crystal Lizard, it's, you know, big time, big mistake, because there's literally a limited number of respawns for those guys, so you can't just keep coming back and coming back. No, sometimes, like, if you miss the lizard, that's it. You may have missed out for that whole playthrough if you've not got the gear to make do. 100 damage there. Oh, wait, really? Come on, I totally clicked the plunge there. Come on. Oh my god, I'm bad as hell. Maybe parrying would be the better way to go. You know what? No. I was gonna use my other buff there, my other golden pine. I don't want to do that due to the fact that that's always a good one against the gaping dragon. Incredibly low resistance to lightning attacks. BS. Okay, come on. Tidy this guy up now. Come on, Matt. You can do it. Oh my god. Gravity was nearly the bane of my life again there. Does anyone know? Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me right now. Oh, the first time I clung to the ledge like Spider-Man, I was glued to that stuff. I was glued to it. End up falling at the end. God damn it. It does look... Man, time flies when you play Dark Souls. It really does. It looks as though it's pretty much time to wrap up now as well, looking at the episode length. Probably going to take forever to upload as well, due to the fact that it's recording in 1440p, 60 FPS, but... guys to have good visual quality, you know, so it's got to be done. But before we wrap up, we'll speak to Sieg. Giving us a bit of a hum, Siegmeyer.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. Have I waited? So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
Man, what a legendary character. One of the most beloved in Dark Souls, for sure. And rightly so. He's got such a cool story. He's humble, but he stops at nothing. You know, to do his mission, to head down his path, and actually has quite a sad ending as well. Should I talk about that now? Maybe I should talk about it in the next episode. Should I do the Sieg storyline? You guys let me know.
Still closed. Still closed.
Yeah, still closed, still closed. I can talk about the Sieg storyline a little bit here, or at least the ending of it, for those that don't know. If you do, because you can find his daughter in the game as well, right? If you do his whole storyline and his daughters as well, you eventually find her standing over his dead body in Ash Lake. He does end up dying if you do his storyline to its full potential. At least that's what I remember. I'm pretty damn sure that's the case. But yeah, it is really sad. It is extremely sad. And of course you find his daughter in the Duke's archives, trapped in a crystal in the garden. Sieglinde, I think her name is, from what I remember. But yeah, a really touching story for Siegmeyer, of course. Nevertheless, we will now wrap up the episode. I know we've not really done too much here. You know, we've done a bit of running around trying to get a better weapon, clear our heads with the current Capra situation, struggling with him. I don't think I'm going to be able to do him with a broken sword, guys. It's just going to be too tedious. Those low damage runs, I find them more tedious than anything, but and so level 1 was enough for me on that regard, and with unupgraded gear and stuff, so it's not exactly something I want to do again. But nevertheless, if you've got any suggestions, of course, it's You Say I Play, right? So feel free to throw them in the comments section down below, and maybe we'll find a happy medium. We'll see how it goes anyway, so that'll be that. That wraps up this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. It's been great. This has been Dark Souls You Say I Play. And before I see you next time, if you fancy seeing me play live, my Twitch link is down below, as is the Discord if you want to, you know, chat with me and a couple of other guys as well on the server, so feel free to hop in, you know, just jump on in there, as I know one of you already has. You know who you are. So yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching, and Umbasa.